common area? If this the common area, what are the sales like? Oh my goodness. He must ain't do no Googling before he went over there and did what he did.
Hey man, shut up. The intro going, man.
Hey, how you doing? I hope it's good. So today we got some degeneracy with A to Z. Scumbag IRL streamer gets humbled by Philippines prison. A little Vitaly update. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope everything's going great with you. It's Saturday, and I hope you enjoy your Saturday. I am live streaming Outlast. I live streamed it last night. I don't want to live stream that game no more. I don't want to play that game no more. I don't like that game. I don't play that game no more. But I got a deal that I made with Ray. He's somebody that watches the stream. And it was $200 if I could complete the game on stream. So I got to complete the game. So that's on stream. But right now we're going to do some degeneracy. So let's get to this, huh? Wait. Like,
streamers got humbled by the Filipino prison system. The dude essentially went from begging to get put into prison to begging to get released in the span of a few months.
And I'm not going to say, oh, don't arrest me. Here's the money. I will go to jail. I'm a proud man. I love jail.
Prison?
Honestly, it's just sad at this point. I feel like everyone with a working brain knows to not to fly to the Philippines and live stream themselves committing a bunch of crimes. But I guess for Vitaly, he had to learn the hard way. Because let's be real, if you did this in the Western world, you would get a slap on the wrist and be out on bail now until you inevitably had to pay some sort of fine or serve a couple months in jail. A little bit of community service maybe, but that's about it. But clearly, acting like this in the Philippines gives you a whole different set of results. If you don't know, Vitaly is a Russian-American YouTuber and creator who was once one of the largest channels on YouTube and was also one of the pioneers of pranks on the internet. Fast forward a few decades, and I guess his extreme poor decision-making has just slowly destroyed his life throughout the years. Because he's landed in plenty of legal situations, and now he's probably in the worst position he's ever been in because he thought it was a great idea to fly to the Philippines, steal a mall security guard motorcycle, steal a bunch of people's hats, take an industrial fan, an LED mask, and then harass a bunch of people.
What is the purpose of an LED mask? What do you use LED mask for? That sounds unsafe. What is the purpose of that? Is that so you can get smooth, glassy skin? Because you see, I got some smooth skin most of the time, but if I drink a bunch of sodas, then my skin start bubbling up. I get dots, with white dots, and some people call them pimples, I think, but they look like little dots.
And the list just goes on, all while he was live streaming everything. So the police could just simply watch the footage and go, yeah, no, we're going to arrest this guy. Just like half the people we cover, he is the star witness against himself. So obviously, things are going terrible for the scumbag influencer who is currently stuck in Filipino jail, facing potentially decades. Half the people we cover footage and go, yeah, no, we're going to arrest this guy. Just like half the people we cover, he is the star witness against himself. So obviously, things are going terrible for the scumbag influencer who is currently stuck in Filipino jail, facing potentially decades in prison, all because of his own terrible actions. With one of the recent updates being that Vitaly was just transferred to jail in the Philippines, meaning he is no longer in the hands of the immigration center and is now definitely facing real prison time. So as you can imagine, this is a pretty big update to the Vitaly saga, the streamer who saw the Philippines as his own personal GTA IRL server. And also what's crazy is, like, even if you're new to the story, you can imagine how this turned out, because from the images released of him recently, you can see that this situation has definitely taken a toll on him. So now he's in the custody of the BJMP. BJMP stands for the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. This is the government agency of the Philippines that's responsible for supervising city district and municipal jails. So in this case, their main job is placement and handling of Vitaly until he's fully charged. So clearly, Vitaly might be figuring out what the hell is what am I yapping about? Vitaly is living out what might be the biggest find out moment ever seen on the internet. Because I mean, with all this going on with these IRL streamers, I'm starting to think it's like some new meta that I haven't even heard about, nor do I even understand, where we have both Vitaly and Johnny fighting for the title of whoever can spend the most time in a foreign prison.
I think it's gonna be who you think I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna let me think. I really want to say Vitaly, but I think Vitaly gonna get the longest sentence, but get out earlier. And I think Johnny gonna get a shorter sentence, but have to do all of it, right? So because Johnny's reign of terror was longer than Vitaly's, and it was worse, if we're being honest. It was worse. But the places that they in, I think, is different than the people that's prosecuting. It's different. Vitaly's stupid. They're both dumb. But you know,
And I
Riri.
guess they're just doing this out of the love of the game of being locked up and for, you know, a little bit of online attention. It's kind of crazy to think like another human being can actually relate to his situation. But going back through the timeline, as of June 16th, we've hit this turning point where his transfer away from the immigration detention center to the new jail. And if you recall my previous coverage, the immigration detention center Vitaly was in wasn't exactly the Ritz-Carlton. Apparently, the place that he's in is known as the Gulag.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good idea. Yeah. That was a good idea. Let me tell you why. Hold on, watch this. He grew up. He grew up. He stayed in front of the camera, but he grew up. Okay. Hey, Z, listen, I just noticed stuff, bro. It's not a you or a me thing. It's just it's a notice thing type of thing. You know, please don't copyright me, please, bro. This is a joke.
Known as the Gulag.
Now, they call it
Please.
the Gulag, an immigration detention center in the Philippines that has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Detainees claim the center is squalid, rat-infested, and overcrowded.
Right. Here's some more recent footage.
He's currently locked up in Camp Bagong Diwa, which isn't exactly a wellness retreat.
I reacted to that
can't
video.
even
That's
begin
crazy.
to imagine how awful that place is.
Man,
I don't think rodents
imagine how
ever
bad
wanna
it
be there.
smells.
I mean, well, actually, they're probably.
Imagine the smells. Ooh, it probably smell like steamy butt in here, bro. Ooh, ain't nothing but a bunch of dude. I don't see no real storage compartments for like soap and stuff and rags and you know, and towel, change of clothes. I don't see none of that. It's some stuff right back here, but it don't look like, nah. If you fart, you getting kicked out. And the only way to kick you out is you don't fart. And if you do, there's a corner right over there where the fan blows the wind out the window. It's a crack in the window. It'll just waft. It'll waft it out the window. You go over there. If you ain't gonna make it, you hold that fart. Don't you fart around here. Okay?
Which isn't exactly a wellness retreat.
I can't even begin to imagine how awful that place is. I don't think rodents ever want to be there. I mean, well, actually, they're probably attracted to that area. But still, no human being would ever want to be there. And that's just the immigration detention center. So what are the jails like? Well, Vitaly's about to experience conditions that make his time in the immigration detention center look like a hotel stay. The Philippines jails, especially places like Manila City Jail and Quezon City Jail, are packed way beyond capacity. The Manila City jail dorms are designed for 170 people, but house around 500. And to put that in perspective, it's the same thing as having a 4-seater
You got no
car but
pictures?
cramming 12 people in it, which is just absolutely outrageous.
You got no pictures?
75% of inmates in this jail are pretrial detainees, so Vitaly could be stuck in this hell for months, maybe even years, without a formal conviction. And to make things worse, the average pretrial detention for the Philippines is 9 months. But the backlog...
No.
and to
What's the
make-
name of this? Hold on.
Months.
Ooh, wee. This is like a movie. Oh my goodness. This the jail? Oh my goodness. Is this supposed to be like the common area? If this the common area, what are the cells like? Oh my goodness. He must ain't do no Googling before he went over there and did what he did. That's crazy. That is diabolically psychopathic. I just used 2 big words back to back. I think personally, I think that's good. And then instead of at all, hey.
For months, maybe even years, without a formal conviction. And to make things worse, the average pretrial detention for the Philippines is 9 months. But the backlog here could push this back even further. Oh, and don't forget, he could be facing up to 24 years in prison, meaning he's still got to do the actual time once he's through this process.
Did he say years? Years?
And that's where things get pretty dark, because
Years is
Vitaly is now
crazy.
exposed to the same brutal conditions responsible for thousands of inmate deaths per year. This isn't just like some symbolic move anymore. This is the Filipino government saying they're not going to tolerate this kind of behavior ever, no matter who you are, which is just another massive reason to say, why would you ever go to the Philippines to make this kind of content ever? They're essentially staying firm and making sure that Vitaly doesn't get to wiggle out of this with some legal loophole or public apology attempt or influencer sob story. We've seen his legal team ask for temporary release, promising that he wouldn't leave the national capital region, and they also made promises that Vitaly wouldn't dodge deportation. Essentially, they were like, we promise Vitaly won't commit another federal crime. And it seems like the Bureau of Immigration saw right through that, with the Immigration Commissioner Joel Anthony Vitaly making a crystal clear statement saying that we will not allow our deportation process to be undermined by publicity tactics or legal maneuverings, which I guess is just like a fancy way of saying, nice try, dude. Like, you're staying right where we can see you. I mean, the dude let some awful decisions
ankle monitor.
this like cushy millionaire lifestyle to a literal nightmare. And Vitaly also said, as we continue to support the Marcos administration's push to a stronger border security and law enforcement, the Bureau will ensure that foreign violators are held accountable, processed swiftly, and removed from the country as warranted. Which essentially means that, hey, you have to go through all the criminal proceedings, serve your time, pay your fines, then we'll get you out of the country. So I guess now
is he like a product of bad financial decisions? I know he's a product of just bad decisions in general, but like, is he a product of bad financial decisions? I just said this word right the first time, and all of a sudden, my
to do this perp walk like that basically everywhere he goes instead of just for the media. And to make things worse, it broke pretty recently that Vitaly actually did post bail, but was returned to BI Warden's facility camp in Bangong Diwa. So essentially, the dude got spawn camped. He got out.
Wait.
BI Warden's recently that Vitaly actually did post bail, but was returned to BI Warden's facility camp in Bangong Diwa. So essentially, the dude got spawn camped. He got out, he had that moment of hope, and then he was immediately rearrested. And Vitaly also talked about this, saying that even if Vitaly files for bail, he will still be under custody of BI. So he's pretty much screwed no matter what. And again, this is all because he flew across the world to the Philippines, a country known for taking its laws extremely seriously, and he decided to live stream himself stealing a security guard's motorcycle, swiping police hats, jacking an industrial fan, threatening an elder woman, and then harassing the public for hours, all to farm viewers on Kick.
Super
it's
dumb.
Just like, yeah, obviously, like, you can feel bad for him, but also when you look at what he did, it's so stupid, and he was so brazen about it that it's like, how did you not realize this was going to happen?
Yeah, excuse me, madam, sorry. I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. No. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine.
Bro, he's on something, right? That's gotta be a on something kind of thing.
I'm gonna give you money, but all right. Oh yes.
And for what? For some viewers on Kick? Like, this dude essentially speed ran, destroying his life for 20 years, essentially, for little to no upside. Like, maybe he made like 10 grand off of that stream, but come on, that is absolutely not worth it. And then, of course, when he first got arrested, what did he do? He started mocking the system. He dared them to lock him up.
Here's the money. I will go to jail. I'm a proud man. I love jail.
When they brought him in for the mugshots, he was smiling. When they tried to book him, he was making kissing faces at the police cameraman. He was
so not smart,
so incredibly arrogant, which is why I think they're throwing the book even harder at him right now. And normally in cases like this, you might expect some sort of quick deportation, send the guy home, get him out of the country. But no, the Philippine government made it very clear they wanted him to answer for his crimes first. And this is even though his legal team tried to say, please guys, we promise you won't be a bad boy and run. But let's be honest, the dude literally spent the whole day taunting the police on camera, so... And sure, while that might be the case, I can see why the Filipino government doesn't want to give him any leeway. Unfortunately for him, that ship sailed before it even left the dock, and this transfer to the BJMP custody, it signals that the government's patience is now gone. So he now gets to wear this lovely merch, I guess. What does it even say on that shirt? Changing lives. I mean, you can say that, I guess. Wait, what's the full thing? What does it originally say? It says, changing lives, building a safer nation. Oh boy. The streets of the Philippines are now safer without Vitaly roaming around, I guess. What did he do to himself? So I guess they have Vitaly locked up with that, a free national mascot. And obviously, just by looking at the photos of him, you can see how much he's changed. Clearly, they're not playing the PR game anymore. No more comfy detention centers. Now he's just living his life in general population jail. And the guy's gonna stay there until he's finished with his court proceedings. And speaking of the courts, as I mentioned in my earlier videos, the Filipino legal system, again, is extremely backlogged. So this is going to take months, maybe even years. We're not talking about a quick resolution here. He could be sitting in that cell for way too long. And the charges he's currently facing is theft, unjust vexation, which is basically the legal term for being an annoying dude. And the rest of his life is literally just hinging on the fact if they decide to charge him for stealing that motorcycle. Because in the Philippines, stealing a motorcycle is an automatic 20-year prison sentence. And this guy live streamed himself doing that. When I talked to a Filipino lawyer, he said to do that, you would have to prove that he had intent to gain. And the lawyer would then say he would argue that the gain from stealing that motorcycle would be for his audience on his stream. So again, his life is literally hinging on the fact if they decide to charge him for that motorcycle theft or not, which is not a position I would ever want to be in my life. Because the sad reality here is Vitaly made his own bed. And not only did he make it, he probably ironed it, fluffed it with all the pillows and everything. I mean, this thing is, it's pretty set up, to put it lightly. And I know he used to scream.
It's a cot. It's a cot. Just like he not gonna have in jail. Well, he could probably make him a little spot. He probably get him a little spot on the floor, you know, and he'll have a little, maybe a blanket, maybe. It's the little tactics of misery that are built into the prison that prevent people from coming back. Like if all like the door handles had like not sharp spikes, but you know, very uncomfortable. All the toilet seats was like rigidity. Like it wasn't no smooth toilet seats. It was just like all the toilet seats was like that. Like you got mirrors, but all the mirrors backwards. Everybody get issued shoes that's like 3 times too big.
Just a prank, bro, but that won't fly now. And to make things worse, though, apparently his mom got scammed for trying to pay for his legal fees. So according to his mom, she sent crypto to someone claiming to be his lawyer because nothing says legitimate legal transaction like sending crypto to a random wallet address. And it's just sad because like she's in that generation of people that fall for stupid stuff like that. I feel awful for Vitaly's family as it's unfair to them that he put them in this situation to begin with.
Yep.
So what's the overall takeaway here? Well, if you're a creator thinking of pulling this kind of stunt overseas, don't. The idea that you can just roll into someone else's country, disrespect the people, break its laws, and walk away because you're just making content, clearly that doesn't fly. And let's be real, the kicktail probably paid a lot of money alongside of subs, donations, and hype. But was it really worth the potentially facing years behind bars in conditions no man or rodent would ever want to be in? And then, of course, she still has a live stream catalog of evidence to increase that time further. I hope nobody out here would ever want to put themselves in a position like that, because overall, this is just extremely avoidable. But I mean, hey, at least he didn't live stream himself robbing someone while in Texas like this streamer did, because this is also just an absolute insane story that I would recommend checking out. But other than that, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Peace. That was a good video. Well, if you're still watching the video at this point, I greatly appreciate it. If you have a video suggestion you want to see us react to, please put that in the comments below. We'll add it to the list. And follow us on other social medias like TikToks and Instagrams. And send us funny clips because I want to do, I'm going to start doing Try Not to Laugh every other day. So I would greatly appreciate it if y'all send me some funny clips. I'll give you a shout out. If you did, look at this. This looks delicious. Oh my goodness. Please don't copyright me. I just want to see, just show me to be, pause, just.
Every chef from the restaurant world or traditional media has their thing. If you overcook it a little bit, it's still going to be pretty juicy. The
Where's the chicken?
On top,
why is you
just the spicy mix.
Got all these words. I don't care about these words. Show me the. Oh, look at the, oh, look, did you see the grease? You see the grease? Oh. Oh, what is it? Oh my goodness. I tell you, give me one of them, that's a good day. I'd be having me a real good day. I tell you, I'd probably pay $18 for that. Nah. Yeah, I'd pay $18. But between $16 and $18, I'd pay for this sandwich. But I need fries. I gotta have fries and a drink too. Cooked by whoever made this sandwich, because whoever made the sandwich probably gonna make some really good fries too. So I'm gonna need me this sandwich, some good fries, some seasonings on them, right? And like a Fanta or like a Dr. Pepper or something. Maybe even, nah, not no Sprite. That Sprite gonna intensify that spice. I like spice, but it's gonna, you know, but I need this. If y'all want me to react to this video, put it in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all on stream, hopefully. Tune in. It'll be around 8:39 Berlin Standard Time. Amsterdam. Berlin Standard. I'm in Germany, so around 8 o'clock that time. But yeah, well, thank you. Well, all right.